if anyone's there. If not, I'm just recording because it's easier to go live sometimes. I'm just crafting sketching some girls out for my bookmarks, and let's see if I can sketch and talk at the same time. I'm over my event now with the bank. I've rang them up. Hopefully I'm going to get a refund because it's been going out for a bit and I didn't actually notice. So hopefully next 24 hours, hopefully I will get a refund. So I'll have to see. But just annoys me. The person I got in contact with was really nice, a guy. If I don't see any comments to whoever's there, it's just because I've got my head down. He was really nice and helpful, but it's just the waiting, when you're always waiting to speak to somebody. It just annoys me. And I've got nothing done. I'm supposed to be finishing these off today, which I should do. But it just annoys me when you can go somewhere to do with the bank and you're in the bank and then they're telling you to ring someone else and it's like... And they were like, oh, you can use the phone here, which I thought good. But then it was just ringing out, so I had to come home anyway to do it. It just annoyed me because I wanted to do a few other things because I've got these to finish today and before I pick Finn up, even though I'm not dropping them off. It's someone I know anyway, I'm not dropping them off till after. But it's just annoying. Finn will probably fall asleep when he comes home anyway for half an hour like he does on the settee before tea. But, I don't know. It's just annoying. And it's freezing today. My feet are freezing. I need some slippers. I have slippers and then slippers annoy me. So I tend to wear like flip-floppy, them fit-flop. Flip-flop, but the fit flops with a they're like got a wedge on and they're all sparkly. Because my feet get too hot, but my feet are feeling cold. So I've got socks on. But I don't really like slippers. I like to wear like thick woolly, I call them slipper socks in winter. I just get too hot, but my feet are actually freezing. I've got socks on. I've just put the heating on for a bit because I don't know about anyone else. I've just gone really cold. So yeah, I hate venting, but that just really annoyed me this morning. When you're trying to do things and then all of a sudden it's like, oh God, you've got to ring someone. It takes you ages to get on the phone. And like the first person I rang, she answered the phone. And I did it on my house phone and she went something about the connection and put the phone down on me. I was like, oh, I've got to ring again. And then, when you've got to put your numbers through and your postcode and this, that and the other. And I was just like, I don't know if anyone does this, but when you're on the phone and they're like, this is being recorded. I'm always like, for God's sake, yeah, it's always being recorded. But no one ever gets on the phone quickly and I start talking down the phone and thought, is that all getting recorded? I do it on purpose. So I'm always like venting down to the bloody machine on the other end as well, because even they annoy me. So there's not a lot of things that annoy me, but that is one of the things that annoys me, is just ring here, ring there when you're actually at the place and then waiting forever online. They're always like, you're second in the queue, see you next year, we'll answer the phone to you next year, or whatever. One of my other big hates is the other day we had something with beans. I'm not a big lover of beans, I have to be in the mood for them, but I'd left the can on the side and forgot about it because I was crafting. Oof, I can't stand it. And I came downstairs with the smell of baked beans in the morning. I cannot stand the smell of baked beans if you've ever left like baked beans out by accident, not if you know what I mean, or a tin. Like it's supposed to be washing it out for the, what's the bin, the recycling. Oh, it just knocks me sick. But, I don't know. It's just, what other things? People being late. It annoys me when people are late because I'm always on time or always early. When I used to go out to work, I used to always be half an hour early at work just because some people would fly in like 1 minute too, but I can't do that. I have to be like on time, well, before time, and then get a drink of coffee, have a bit of a chill before I start into the work, if you know what I mean. I can't just be like flying through on the last second, getting all in a tizwas and then flying straight into work. Always early, and it just annoys me when people are late. And I have a few friends who are late, and I have one of them, I don't know if she watches these, and if she is, she'll be laughing. She's always late, but I expect it off her. So if she comes to mine and says she's coming at 7, I know she's coming about 8, half 8. That's just the way it is. And even the other week, I think she's coming to mine tonight actually for nails. I need really to sort mine out. I keep saying this. And she was like, oh, I'm coming on the bus from work. And I'll be there about 6 o'clock. She got here at, it could have been 8 or past 8 because she'd got on the wrong bus. She'd got on the wrong bus. So I was laughing at her about that because, she got on the wrong bus. So she still ended up being late. So she just has to be late because that's just naturally what happens when she comes to visit me. But I don't mean friend, I just mean normally, like, I don't know, just annoys when someone goes, oh yeah, I'm coming at this time, and then, I don't mean you annoy me if you're watching it, but lateness. I like to be early so I can sort of chill my beans for half an hour before I go in. What else gets on my nerves? I'm normally positive, me, aren't I? I am. I'm just like, what does actually get on my nerves? People like sort of organising things at the last minute, or like saying they're doing something at the last minute and then expecting you to like be like all right with it sometimes, which I normally am, but when you're just like, oh, last minute thing, and I don't know if you know what I mean. I think I'm just on a venting day because that happened this morning. My sister's just been round. Just seeing her on a dinner, just talking about artwork and stuff because she makes the little fairies out of, the female clay, really cute. I have to find her name out properly because she's on Facebook if anyone's interested. She's got some little fairies going in little jars as if you've, keepsake you can keep really cute. But yeah, so crafting wise, if you've seen the last video before, I got my gel pens. I've got to wrap them up for Christmas for myself. Because I will forget by Christmas what they are, but then again, they are in a long box like that, so maybe I won't. I don't know. And I've just been speaking to my sister about going visiting mum. And I know this sounds weird, but I'm alright when I'm on buses and stuff like that. But I've got to think about trains and I don't really like them that much. It might sound stupid to some people, but I know some people I watch on YouTube get a bit anxious with travelling. And I don't really get anxiety and stuff, but I would say, well, I do slightly with travelling, especially on trains. One, they make me feel sick. I just have this fear that I'm going to get on the wrong one. I'm not going to realise I've gone past my stop or whatever. I'm supposed to be going to Wales. So my sister just said, oh, I might be able to pick you up, but I won't tell you have to go on the train. I was like, oh, I hate going on trains. I hate it. I'm going to have to do it, but I hate it. And I don't know what today. I don't want to go over week. I won't be going over weekends anyway. I've got to try and go in the week because it'd be too busy and I can't be doing with that either. Can't be like sardines on a train. That'll just get up my nostrils as well. I don't like being like, ugh. Not that claustrophobic, but I like my space a bit. So I don't know if anyone understands, but I hate trains. So, I don't know. I thought it'd be easy for me to go down on the train and then my sister's going to pick me up because then she can visit my mum at the same time with her son. But I just do need a break. My son will be here, my eldest will be here anyway, with his dad checking on his other nana here, so whatever. But Finn's going to his other nanas, so yeah, I'll have a bit of free time. Might give you some inspiration going down on the beach and stuff like that. And one of my friends is actually going to Wales as well, but I'm just like, I probably will get quite anxious about this now because I'm thinking, because I'm a bit dolly, as people call me, a bit like, probably don't see things sometimes. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'd end up in Timbuktu, me. I'd be like, oh, is that the train to, where I'm going? And they'd be like, yeah, but then for some reason I'd end up getting on the wrong one and like ending up in Timbuktu or something. But I don't know if I was lost as a child or something happened on a train when I was young. I don't know, I'll have to ask my mum. But travelling, especially on trains, I don't like. And I don't know what the thing is, so might have to look into that. Might have to ask my mum. She ever leave me on a train as a child? I've done that thing before, you know, when you've been walking shopping. I remember years ago when my mum, I must have walked off a bit further and went to grab someone else's hand and was chatting to this person, looked up and it wasn't my mum. I don't know what my mum was doing, but I've had them sort of things, but I don't know, because my mum didn't drive, so maybe we must have gone on trains and stuff when we were younger to Manchester, because I only live like 10 minutes away, so I'd have to get the bus or train up to Manchester and then train to North Wales. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't know what it is. It's funny how some people have things with different things, or some people might not mind trains, but they might not like aeroplanes. Like, I have a friend who goes to work on train, she's alright with that, but don't think she likes aeroplanes. So I'm alright with aeroplanes. I think it's things in, not that Manchester Piccadilly's like train station is massive, it's not like when I went to Houston, or like airports and stuff. I just think it's where there was a lot of people. I always get like, oh, I'll probably end up getting on the wrong thing, even though it says it on the board, but I think I'm a bit, I don't know, I think that's probably the only thing with me is travelling. Like I say, I know a few people who are a bit like that with travelling, they get anxious. You see, it's like food shopping. Sometimes when I go food shopping, I don't see things that other people see because I'm not looking properly. You know, like the deals and stuff you can get. I always get to the counter and go, oh, do you know that was buy one, get one free? And I'm like, no, I didn't even notice. I'm a bit like that, so I always think, God, I'll probably end up getting on the wrong train, even though it'll say it on it and it'll be there on the board. I'd still end up getting on the wrong train. So God knows where I'll end up next week. So I guess in a way, I've got to see it as, what do you call it, you know, a bit of a, I don't mean a goal thing to get over, but I've not done it for a long time on my own, so it might sound daft to some people, but I know what I mean. I don't know, I don't like it that much, so we'll see. So I'm just drawing the sort of outlines to my bookmarks that I'm designing for two girlies, some friends' kids. I took two to my friends yesterday, and her other friend was there, and she said, oh, she wants some because you know, they're into reading and stuff, so it'd be nice little Christmas presents. So I said, yeah, I'll knock some up, because they can take like a full day to make anyway, just two. And I'm only just started them now, and I said I'll take them round tonight, but sure I'll be alright. I'm sure Finn will have a little, because I've just had to put my alarm on for my phone to remind me to go and pick Finn up from school, just in case I get a bit enthralled in my artwork like you can do. So yeah, just to remind myself to get ready and walk down, so I'm not rushing, because that's another thing, I don't like rushing, I don't like being rushed, because that's when you forget things as well. You know, it's like when I go to a train station, I'll have to be there a lot earlier. I don't mean like hours before, like when you go to the airport, but I don't like rushing and thinking, oh God, train's about to set off in a second, and I'm like running up the aisle. So yeah, fun. I was gonna say I could flog on a train. I can't flog on the train, but I'll try and if I go, I'll try and do some stuff there. If I go to the beach and stuff, I'm sure there's some nice shops and stuff up there, or I'll be able to take photos back. And if anyone knows as well later when people are watching this, if, like, because I film on my tablet, can you actually download stuff on a tablet? Is it the same as like a laptop thingy, like where, because I used to edit when I first came on, I could edit, I had an edit thing on. Is it the same? Can I just put it on here? Because I only put this on the YouTube thing, so that's why I never bother, like, editing properly or anything, when really I should try and concentrate on this, try and look into editing a little bit more. You know, I need to start putting people's stuff at the bottom and all that, and saying, you know, if I've seen anyone's work and all that, blah blah blah, and doing all that. It just takes time, but I need to get back into that again. But I don't know if anyone knows, because I'm just really not good with these things. Just designing this, don't know what I'm doing. See, one of the girls has got a dress on and one's got pants on. The other girl's a bit more tomboy, so I have to do that to fit that. But yeah, don't know if you get what I mean. Is anybody on here who watches this, does anyone else get a bit freaked out by travelling? Might be some people who actually drive, because I don't drive, and get a bit freaked out by actually driving as well, even though they're driving. But I do know people who don't particularly, they drive, but they don't particularly like it. Oh, and the other day, I was going on about doing more journaling and stuff like that and showing me work, and sort of showed you the mock-up thing the other day, but I've scrapped that, not scrapped the idea because I want to do it, I've scrapped the book because the paper was awful, the colours didn't come out properly on it. I was just doing it in there to see if my setups would work, and they do, and I like it, so I'm just basically going to have to wait till next week and try and order. I've seen on Geraldine's like that, the Tombow with well, I don't know what it's called, with the paper, but I can't seem to, it's probably a bit dear for me at the minute, but I would, I'm just going to have to get the notebook that I've seen that I think will work, because the paper in that other thing I was showing you the other day, if you know what I'm talking about, it was a bit creamy, it's not white, you know, to put colours on and stuff. I didn't particularly like it, so I'm going to have to wait till that comes, because the one I was using, and I was using a Sharpie marker, so obviously that went and bled through to the other side, which I didn't really want, so it made it look uglier on the other side. So at least I sort of know the mock-ups, and not the mock-ups, the pages that I want in there and stuff like that, and how I'm going to use it. And I think it will work for me to be more organised, especially in like finances and stuff like that, after finding out what went out my bank today, and this thing's been going out because it's not been cancelled, and I was like, oh, and then faffing around with that this morning's just annoyed me. But hopefully, silver lining, if I get refunded, I'll get a bit more money back. So that'll be like savings that I didn't have, because I might have a bit of extra money there, which I can use to, because I shouldn't have been taking it out, I can use to start getting some Christmas presents. Seen a few things for Finn. He really likes tea sets at the minute. Yes, he's a boy, but you know, we make brews and stuff. He likes playing with them. So he did have a little pot one, but he smashed it. So I've seen a tin one, and it's a boy's one because it's like got bugs on it and it's green. Not that you have to go by colour, but you know what I mean. But it's in a little tin suitcase, so I thought that'd be quite cute, just because he is into he just likes doing it. So yeah, there's a few things I've got my eye on, and then there's a few things I'm making for Christmas for people in my family, because I just think, well, you know, they take time, but handmade, so that'll be nice. And then there's a few things I've got to get, and it's my son's 18th as well, so and that's another subject. But yeah, so I don't know what you're all doing today. I mean, obviously most of you will be working if you're watching this later. You'll have to let me know if you get anxious about travelling, or what are your pet hates sort of things. I'm trying to think if there's some other pet hates that really get up my nostrils. There's not a lot that gets up my nose, but mine's just minor things, and they're not really that, you know, it's just whatever. But yeah, baked beans. My sister, when she was younger, she used to eat baked beans out of the tin cold. I know there's loads of people that probably do that, but I was like, oh, just don't like baked beans. I don't like it. Oh, no, I don't like the smell of cold baked beans in the morning if you've ever left the tin out by accident. I don't mean it has to have a full tin of beans in it, I just mean the beanie smell. Just don't like it. So anyway, I'm going to go and finish these drawings off, because I've just realised I can't really draw and talk at the same time, because I'm not really concentrating on what I'm doing. It makes me slower. But I'm just glad that I got through to the bank after all this time, and hopefully I've sorted that out, because I was just like, you know, I'm a single mum, I can't afford this to be going out, I'm not even using it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get that back. So yeah, and I'll be coming back soon. I don't know when. I think my friend's coming around tonight. I've got a thing this weekend with some journaling things when I get my journal, and I don't know when that will be. but ideas and stuff, and my painting that I've been doing that I've yet to do, that I've shown on most of my media things. I'll have to show that when it's being finished. But I will be selling some of them, my pictures. But I'll see you soon. Bye.